Belarus is out of the competition. Hi here, Vince here, I'm back for another video, and today, well, it's been a very important day in the world of Eurovision, of course, because now 40 has now become 39. We say goodbye to Belarus. Yes, the EBU has made their decision, and Belarus has had to withdraw from the competition of the Eurovision Song Contest 2021. Some people are expecting it, some people think it's a surprise. Very mixed reaction, well, not kind of mixed reaction, I should say. We all have our thoughts and feelings towards it. Obviously, as you know, they had an act go to Eurovision this year that got disqualified just a few weeks ago. Gazia Tuzmata was the group, and the song was I Teach You, or I'll Teach You, which got disqualified because I later found out the song was very politically heavy about the riots in Belarus that happened back in August, and wasn't actually that very nice song, I found out. And it was so heavily political that the message was very politically heavy. The EBU had to come in and said to them, if you're going to go to Eurovision, you have to change your song, get a new artist, or get a new song, or change the song. Apparently, they tried to get a new song. Obviously, things happened. So this is a statement I'm going to read out from the EBU. The European Broadcasting Union has released a statement regarding Belarus 2021 Eurovision Song Contest entry. They said, this is the statement. It's quite long, so wish me luck. Okay. On Wednesday, the 10th of March, we wrote to the broadcaster BTRC, which is responsible for the Belarus entry for the Eurovision Song Contest, to request they take all steps necessary to aim their entry to this year's event to ensure it is compliant with the rules of the competition. Following this, BTRC submitted a new song by the same artist within an agreed time frame. The EBU and the reference group of the contest's governing board carefully scrutinized the new entry to assess its eligibility to compete. It was concluded that the new submission was also in breach of the rules of the competition that ensure the contest is not in now bear with me, I've got a little bit dyslexia. The contest is not brought into dispute. Sorry. But it goes on saying, as the BTRC have failed to submit an eligible entry within the extended deadline, regrettably Belarus will not be participating in the 65th Eurovision Song Contest in May. Well, so it's happened, it has happened. They're not taking part. You know, the rules are the rules, and you've got to follow by them. You know, for me personally, how do I feel about all this happening? Deep down, I am quite relieved, actually, that they're not taking part. I know a lot of people are celebrating, a lot of people are happy they've withdrawn. I, I'm relieved. Because as a reactor, as somebody who does lots of Eurovision content every year, I just, if Belarus were going to compete in Eurovision, it would have been, as like somebody who does all these kind of videos about Eurovision, I would have felt very uncomfortable about doing content about Belarus, because I would feel like, oh, I'm kind of promoting them, or this is very political heavy, whatever they're saying. You know, you've tried to not go down the political route, you just try to keep a balanced view on anything, and it's so hard, and that for me, I would have felt very uncomfortable, and to talk about this, and I was always thinking, you know, whether should I do something about Belarus, or should I promote this band, you know, it just felt very uncomfortable for me. I mean, the situation in Belarus has got so worse, I can't even wear a flag. I mean, I was thinking about whether I should put a flag on, but no, actually, no, they're out of the competition, no. I can't even wear a flag. And you know, I reacted to their song, the I'll Teach You song, and because it was entirely in Belarusian, I didn't understand a single word, or the meaning of the song was. But when I found out what the song was about, oh, it's horrible! What the song message is about, oh, and you know, my first reaction, it wasn't that very nice. Belarus, thank you for at least turning up to the party and taking part. We really appreciate that. But we will not be seeing you on Saturday night show. The Tuesday night semi-final is as far as you go. Sorry, Belarus. This is just awful. I can't believe this was the entry. This is mark my words, this is coming dead last in its semi-final. I mean, seriously,
dead last in its semi-final.
Oh, this is just not good. This needs to go.
This needs to go.
Yeah. No, it's not good. To be fair, this is an awful entry. This is an awful entry from Belarus, actually, with just a horrible meaning about what it's all about. And I'll teach you, even the title, I'll teach you what to write an actual good song for once. It's just not what Eurovision is about. Inappropriate! What this message was about. And the song itself was weak, it's tired, it was boring anyway, like, it wasn't going to light up the leaderboard anyway, but, oh, so uninspiring. And you know, it's actually quite abusive. It was abuse of power to go to Eurovision when you have, like, there were artists in Belarus that don't have, like, these political messages and just want to write a song just to write a song for Eurovision. And, like, this got the ticket over some artists that could have got the ticket better and would have loved the Eurovision experience and would have wanted to represent their country at Eurovision, and this would have got the ticket instead. But, oh, this is just, I mean, I kind of feel bad saying, like, in my first reaction video, saying, oh, Belarus have had such a tough time and I'm not getting political. I wish I really didn't say that now, because that's got nothing to do with this. This song, I mean, was just awful in the first place. And when I found out what the meaning of the song, it was even worse. I mean, it's just so inappropriate. And I'm glad the EBU needed to take action to this, and they did the right decision. Well, they said, we'll give you a second chance. They were a very big second chance, may I point out. You know, extending the deadline just for Belarus. I mean, I had like a whole couple of another weeks to get another song out, which was, they were very lucky to do that. I did think they had a like, second chance, and then, I mean, they would have written something political, in the band themselves, It's just, really, it's just, and, it's abuse of power. It's completely abuse of power that they almost got the ticket. I mean, do we even have to listen to this song in the semi-finals? It was that bad. I mean, and you know what? If you're gonna break the rules, you've gotta suffer the consequences. It's just, yeah. I think I think, I have to say, I'm really, I do feel sad that it has happened to this. I just wish Belarus sent a song that just wasn't so political heavy to the contest. I do feel sorry for some of the people in Belarus that weren't behind this song and weren't behind the message of the song, and just wanted to see their country at Eurovision, and wanted to watch, and they could broadcast the event, because the Belarusian broadcaster is probably not going to broadcast the event if they're not in it. And they can't vote now, Belarus. So I do feel sorry for some of the people who were against this act and just would have liked to seen another act go to Eurovision representing Belarus with a completely different message, or not the same message with this song. It is just sad. It is kind of happy in a way that we don't get to see this kind of song at Eurovision. I think it would have felt very uncomfortable at Eurovision, even if it just performed, because it would have come dead last in the semi-final. Let's put it out there, keeping it real. But yeah, but even in the semi-finals, it just didn't have a place, and the rules are the rules. You've got to follow by them. Belarus broke the rules. This is not the first time Belarus has broken the rules. In 2019, their jury communicated during the semi-finals, then they ruined the whole system of that grand final jury, because North Macedonia not winning the jury vote when it was shown, and Sweden did, and then it was revealed that North Macedonia did win the jury vote. It was a big mess, and it was all down to that Belarusian jury. So this is not the first time they've broken the rules. This is the second time, and now they're out of the competition. This is major for Belarus, so because this is the first time Belarus have decided to withdraw from the contest since their debut in 2004. This is quite major for them, because Belarus is a country that, even in the years where the numbers have gone some years down, like in 2013, 2014, where numbers are down, Belarus have always taken part ever since their debut in 2004. In fact, I think they've even taken part in every single junior Eurovision. I think they debuted at junior Eurovision before they debuted at adult Eurovision. So they're quite a dedicated country when it comes to this contest, but obviously this is going to be a weird feeling not to see them even in the semi-finals of Eurovision 2021. But obviously actions had to take place, and you can't present a song that is politically heavy and breaks the rules. You've got to follow the rules, and the Belarusian broadcaster did not follow these rules, nor did the artist, and actions need to take place, and I think the right actions took place. I do feel sad that it ended this way. I feel sad that we are not having Belarus. They not find a different art. They could not find another artist. Dad Samson, Catchy Ocean with Love, La La Love, Love, or and there were probably that braids woman. What was her name? Oh, Kazana with braids. Why couldn't they not just send her? Seriously. She was a candidate, and yeah, she wasn't picked. You could have picked her, and then, it would have been, unless that song was every political gone through so much. But yeah, you know, these things happen, and I think it's a sign really for most of us. Yeah, but overall, I think the right decision had to be made. Gosh, wow, well, that was it. That was my view and thoughts and feelings about Belarus this year. I'm quite relieved, happy we don't get to hear that song ever again at Eurovision. It was probably the most disliked song ever at Eurovision. And it was probably one of the worst Belarusian entries. No, the worst Belarusian entry. It had no place in the contest. It had no place even to compete in the semis. It needed to go, and the EBU was like, get rid of it. But it does beg the question, will we see Belarus in 2022? Hopefully lessons will be learned from Belarus, and lessons will be learned towards Belarus. Like, you cannot take these songs to Eurovision. Like, you know, there's a line here. Yeah. Yeah. In any case, I think that will be the last time we do Belarus. It does mean we only have a semi-final 16 this time. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting this year. Although I think Belarus, I mean, they were never going to win the trophy, were they? So it doesn't really impact the first semi-final that much anyway. Oh boy. In any case, wow, I've been talking for so long about Belarus. Anyway, what are your thoughts and feelings about Belarus 2021? Are you happy they have been disqualified, or I'm very intrigued. Are you quite sad that Belarus can't vote at Eurovision this year? I don't know if they've got rights to vote. I know in Serbia and Montenegro in 2006 they had, even though they weren't competing, they still had the rights to vote, which was quite weird. But I don't think Belarus will vote. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, like and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back for more content very soon. Until then, goodbye people, goodbye. Oh, Belarus.